Hello everyone, and welcome aboard a journey into my past. If you remember from a couple years ago, I think it was, in the pizza run video that I did, where I stopped at AJ's Pizza in Tiffin, I mentioned that I graduated from Heidelberg College. Of course, it's now Heidelberg University up here in Tiffin. Well, that was 25 years ago, this past May, that I graduated. And today is, or this weekend is alumni weekend. It's Saturday the 19th of June. And we wasn't able to come up yesterday, even though I had the day off. I had stuff I had to get done, but so I could make it up here today. But today I'm spending the whole day up here on campus. Hoping to reconnect with a bunch of folks and see the campus and have a good time. So, anyways, we're coming up a little different way from Columbus than I would normally come up, according to Google Maps. But, anyways, I renamed my church I used to go to. It used to be Tiffin Christian Missionary Alliance. Now it's the Journey, I guess. Anyways, I took a little detour through the town of Sycamore, my dad's hometown, and coming in on State Route 100, which is the route that I used to take to get between my parents' house and campus. It's been an interesting morning. Fortunately, I got on the road almost an hour earlier than I was anticipating, which is good because as I was leaving, the rain started. Although now that I'm getting up here, it's starting to taper off, which it's supposed to, according to the radar. So probably by the time I find a parking space on campus, it'll hopefully be stopped completely. I do have an umbrella, thankfully, but temperature's coming back up and the skies are brightening up, so hopefully it'll be tapering off before long. And because I think it's 11:30, they're doing the parade of classes down Greenfield Street, which is going to be outside. I don't want to be walking in the rain outside. I don't think they'd be doing that outside if it was raining, but still walking around campus, I don't want to be having to carry an umbrella. Next light is going to be Circular Street. That's the one we take to get to campus. So I'm arriving earlier than I anticipated. I'm going to do a little detour too on Main Street. Of course, we'll be walking to where I'm going to be going here in a second, later this afternoon, but do a little drive by my old dorm. Yep, Circular Street. Yeah, the rain's really tapering off now. Which would be nice because I want to do more video around campus and take pictures and stuff, so. Yeah, this is a street that hasn't really changed much, looks like. Still same old houses and remember this flashing light at the curves. house got TP'd. I believe this is Main Street. I think. Yep. So we want to go right. Ah. That's why they've got the lights flashing there. So here on the left is Kreig Hall, which is a satellite dish out there? Okay. And that's one of the dorms. And had art classes out there my senior year. And here on the left is King Hall, where I stayed all 4 years at Heidelberg. There's some digging behind the dorm. Yeah, in my old room. Actually, the blinds are open on there. I'll be able to look in. Awesome. Oh, they've expanded this parking lot too. Used to be two rows. Now they've got some additional rows here. Wow. Yeah, this used to all be a yard we're on right now. That tree's really grown since I was up here too. Wow. Well, it changes. We'll have to check it out more this afternoon. Yeah, King Hall was typically the freshman dorm when I was here. I mean, granted, some of us upperclassmen, we liked it because it was nice to get away from campus and everything, so yeah, we'll have to check that out. Yeah, they've done some drainage work or something there behind the dorm. Used to be yard back there too. Yeah, the dorm was, you had to go across the pedestrian bridge over Rock Creek to, I think it was Rock Creek, to get to campus. So it was, I mean, granted, in the wintertime it was a little bit of a walk, but if you bundled up, it wasn't too bad. Of course, umbrella in rainy weather like this, which I think the rain has stopped. Okay, that's the road I should have probably turned on, but okay. But let me turn right here. Now that building on the right, it's an old school, I think. That was business classes and psychology, stuff like that when I was here, but I guess that's the alumni building now. I'll have to see it more when we tour the campus later this afternoon. We'll go ahead and up here and we'll turn on Greenfield Street and drive through campus. So they've redone this intersection. It used to be a traffic light here, now it's a stop sign. There didn't used to be a median here either. A lot of memories. They got a big tent out for the lunch, that's good. Oh, they've redone Horniman. That's the old dining hall. This used to be a four-way intersection here with the traffic light. There's Bareis there. Used to have a breezeway connecting the two buildings there in Eigler, or I think whatever the building was. I might actually be able to park down here. Doesn't look as crowded as it used to be. It usually is. Oh, there's lots of parking spaces down here. Good. Yep. Just a little bit of tight space. Yeah, we'll find a... Actually, we can go across the street now. They've got a parking lot across the street. Park away from everybody. I hate parking in tight spaces. This is all faculty and staff. Yeah, this is an entrance that used to be here. It used to, around the corner there. Yeah, we'll park out here. So, go to the campus center, and get checked in. So, just returning from the Jeep, got checked in at the campus center. We moved it inside for the check-in. If you hear the train in the background, it's another perk of Heidelberg. I think I mentioned that in the Pizza Run video. North edge of campus is right alongside CSX's main line between Chicago and Greenwich, Ohio, where it splits to go to Cleveland or Pittsburgh, or also can go down south to Columbus too. I think it's called the Burt Line or something. But anyways, yeah, it's another perk. If you watch my Fostoria videos, this is the east-west route that goes through Fostoria. So heading now. After check-in, I went back into the bookstore. Thankfully, they're open this morning, and morning. So got checked in, went to the bookstore, and got an alumni T-shirt, as well as a Heidelberg sweatshirt and new license plate cover for the Jeep. So yeah, spent a little bit of money there, but most everything's been that they've got is for Heidelberg University. So finding anything that doesn't have university on it, fortunately I found those stuff. So anyways, heading back now over to College Hall or University Hall to do the parade thing. I don't know, trying to see what all's around. Haven't seen anybody I know yet, but I'm sure that'll change. So. So this is Greenfield and Market. That's the alumni building across the street. Like I said, it was used to be the business administration classes, that sort of stuff, accounting and psychology, that sort of thing. And got the music hall over that way. Of course, down there's the railroad crossings. Spent a lot of time over at the tracks there. So, and University Hall, or College Hall. And here's the Beeghly Library. I think they're open. I saw someone coming out, so I'm going to see if we can go in and take a look around. This is where I worked for first 2 years on college, on campus. Morning. So this is where I worked for the first 2 years, freshman, sophomore years. I have the card catalog over here. And I think they switched to computers when it's around my senior year, maybe. I'm not sure. Christmas time, they light up the outside with all different colors of lights. Hence how it got the nickname of the UFO. At least when I was here, it was nicknamed that. Oh, there's the terminals for the card catalog. They did not have these when I was here. Those are nice. I remember those when I was here. Stamp the cards for the books and everything. Some's the same, some's different. clock stopped. I really got here early. That's alright. Gives me more time to wander around and take my time and not rush everything. Oh, we're back to where we started. Up here on this floor anyway. I remember these shelves. These went in back as a freshman. Saves on space. You just always had to watch and make sure no one was between them before you started moving them. Next door to Pfleiderer. I think it's called Beeghly Chapel. It's in here too. It's where we used to do campus fellowship before I left the group, but it's a long story of that, but I don't think that was the Illinois. Let's see if it was, it's been fixed up. 1911. So it's 110 years old this year. Herbster Chapel, that's what it was. They had an elevator since I've been in here. Oh, it's definitely not there when I came in before. I was here before. Rooms are different. Free to good home. Upstairs just professor's offices. So come down from Beeghly and Pfleiderer is Campus Center, which they we did before last time here, back in 2011. It's wandering our campus. This used to be a big lounge area. That used to be the castle. It's now a bookstore. There used to be different flight of stairs down here. That did not used to be here. This is all add-on from since I graduated. And then campus mailboxes, those used to be upstairs. Used to be just mail slots on one wall. Made it a lot more secure. Actually, these I think those are the actual mailboxes, because used to be in the dorms you'd have your own mailboxes, but now they've got, looks like they've got them all here. Because I remember once a day, one of the RAs out in my dorm would go out to get the mailbox or mail from the mail room and be lugging a huge mail sack back. So this is the new dining hall that replaced the castle on the Down Under. The castle was it's kind of like the fast food dining hall on campus. And then the Down Under was our non-alcoholic bar that we had. We did movie nights, stuff like that, and other events. So. Yeah, this has all changed. This used to be all offices down here. And Phi Tau fraternity, I rushed my junior year, but they didn't accept me. But oh well. And they've got an elevator in here now too, which is nice. So this over here, I'm not sure what these used to be here, but this used to be the Down Under here. It's now looks like Health and Counseling.
I locked that down.
So they got 2 elevators. Nice. Actually, I have the same one, I think. There's the other entrance. Got two entrances now. Used to be just one. Sorry.
Alumni luncheon at home?
Yeah.
There's a great hall. It looks like a Windows background there. Windows 10. You actually get Windows instead of Macs. When I was here, it's a Macintosh campus. Only a few PCs, so.
Yeah, it's number 19. So,
Okay.
one of the great schools. And it was wrong.
Rather than like taking
All right.
So the other thing is I got my representative that day.
So they just did the tree dedication for alumni that's passed away. And getting ready for the parade of classes. Found my class banner. I think there's supposed to be two other classmates of mine that are registered for today. Haven't seen them yet, but hopefully we'll find them before too long. So, otherwise, I'm going to be the only one in the parade carrying our class banner. So, which I won't mind. But. All the class banners, huh?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's right. For sure. I forgot to say pictures.
So just had a really nice little lunch, and it's kind of crowded in the tent, so I had to get out of there. It's a little too, like I said, too crowded, but oh well. So anyways, I'm just going to spend the afternoon wandering campus. Around 3, I guess, and the halls are supposed to be opening up for visits. I'm going to see if I can visit the off of Pfleiderer Hall, where during rush week I was one of the ones that helped raid the hall and take a bunch of stuff out. That was fun. Good memories of that. But anyways, we're walking around the south end of the Gillmore Hall, which is a new addition that they put onto Bareis Hall. I'm not sure if any of these doors are open or not, but see if we can go in and see. There's some stuff's closed in, but oh, it is open. So go ahead and see. This is the biology edition that they added on to Bareis. And this is added on before I was here in 2011. Actually, I'll turn around right now. I think we're in the basement, what used to be the basement of Bareis. Oh, the big fish. Okay. Check the stairs up. Son, never had that before. Okay, so this is floor I'm more familiar with. This is the computer center where I used to work. Spent a lot of time here. It's closed today. Yeah, they're on Windows 10 now, which is surprising. When I was here, just upgraded, summer '95, we upgraded the computer lab to brand new Macintoshes. I think they were Performance, I'm not sure. But yeah, these are all new. Nice. I'm sure they've advanced quite a bit since I was here. Hopefully keeping up with technology. But these are all computer labs in here and physics labs. These are all changed around. This is actually a classroom. It wasn't actually a lab like this when I was here. The other room. Yeah, that was the other classroom next door. It's like a mirror of the other. But yeah, they've changed this quite a bit. Actually, this here used to be offices here, because Kurt Heenan's office is there. And there were a couple other offices, and there was a little lab area behind them, and more offices behind that, because that was where Dr. Rena's office was. And then this used to be the entrance here. But they added on a new hall. So this here used to be the outside of the building, now it's the inside. Another elevator. Not sure what's upstairs. These are all biology labs. It's like an alligator or something in there. Nice. Information about honey. We got a lot about beekeeping. Friends of mine are in raise honeybees from a video I did a couple of years ago. I've been hoping to find some place I can live and raise honeybees myself. I think we just did full circle around the first floor. Oh my gosh, Dr. Limley's still a professor here. Had him my freshman year. Dr. Velasquez, I think he was here too that year. Yep, we're back to the computer center. Okay. Yeah, and that's the auditorium or lecture hall, Frost lecture hall. They got nice big screens in here. Interesting. These used to be a little more staggered down towards the front. They changed this and remodeled it since I've been here. Had a couple classes in here. It was Dr. Lumley's astronomy class, I believe. That was my freshman year, I think. No, wait, I can't remember what year it was. Wow, it's been so long. Yep, time to go check out the rest of the campus. So we're back over by College Hill, or Hall, or University Hall, depending on when you went here. And this is the theater over here on the next to it. Went to a few of the productions that were there. Really nice productions they put on. Just look over the main campus area. Starting from the library, looking around to Adams Hall. Go past Adams and Bareis after a while. Adams, back when I was here, was I think biology and chemistry. That's all. I think it's business administration, accounting, and all that now. Over here on the left. This house, so here on the left, this used to be, when I was here, was the alumni building. View of Adams from across the street. Love these old buildings. So anyways, this used to be the alumni building over here. Not sure what honor center is now, but it's a nice little thing. One of my classes I had my senior year, we had like serious science classes basically. We got assigned a project that would be put to use on campus. So my group, we basically came up with a reporting software for alumni contributions, that kind of thing. And then after the test with our professor, we actually got to see our work get put in use on campus, so that was kind of neat, because it wasn't just classroom, it was just something that was actually practically going to be getting used on campus, which I think was a little more meaningful than just doing a classroom assignment. So this is Talmadge Hall, the new dorm that went in sometime prior to 2011. They've got a new University Commons office, and I guess there's a bar inside too. A Bird Bistro, that's what the sign says. I've never actually been in there. So we'll take a look across the street after we finish on this side. This is Brown Hall. Back there you can see the Kreig Service Center. That's the place they did all the maintenance on campus and everything. And I guess they're calling this the Education Center now. Back when I was here, there wasn't actually a front entrance there. You had to go in through the dorm entrance there and through that breezeway to get to it. But that was the Heidelberg bookstore. Obviously got moved over to the campus center. And then yeah, they've added a new front entrance in there. And then it looks like there's still a breezeway connecting it. This is France Hall. This is the only one of the two original dorms on campus that's still standing. We'll cover what happened to Willard here in a little bit, but France Hall. So I think I don't know if they finished renovations or they're undergoing renovations now. I know Miller across the street's undergoing renovations, but France Hall was the haunted dorm on campus. I'm not sure if it still is or not, but a lot of people have talked about having experiences inside of water faucets in the restrooms turning on by themselves, toilets flushing by themselves. Someone I knew said he's watching TV in the one lounge in the dorm, and the lamp on the end table next to the couch where he's sitting, it just shot off the end table for some reason, and he basically left after that. My freshman year, there was a girl who actually, she and 3 of her friends got hold of a Ouija board, and I'm not sure exactly what happened when they were playing with it, but afterwards they started seeing things in their rooms, started experiencing things, and I can't remember, I wish I could remember who that was, but anyways, she got freaked out because she woke up in the middle of the night one night and there was a shadow of a person standing in her dorm room. So she was actually out in King Hall, rooming with friends out there for a few weeks or so. But I know when I've been in there, you definitely feel like you're being watched when you're in there. The air, I noticed, was a lot thicker. It's like you cross over the threshold and the air becomes really thick. It's the only way I can describe it, but that's France Hall. National Machinery is right next door. Used to be a lot of traffic on this street coming out here from the factory there. And let's go ahead and while we're over here, we'll take a look at one of the perks of going to Heidelberg if you're in the trains. So this is the backside of France Hall and Brown Hall and all that, and Kramus. So right back here in the street, actually they've really fixed this up. This was not, didn't have all this nice sidewalk and center line and everything when I was here. Looks like they got parallel parking even. Yeah, this is all a lot narrower. This is just an alleyway when I was here. This is all changed. All these street lights and everything too. This is nice. Anyways, on the other side of this fence, which also wasn't here when I was there, is the CSX tracks. So there's just an auto rack train that went through a few minutes ago. So I used to come over here during the day to watch trains, and then back summer of spring of '95 was when Amtrak announced that they were taking out the Broadway Limited, which ran on this route after they rerouted off the route off the former Pennsy line through my hometown Bucyrus. So when they announced that they were taking it off this line and actually truncating the train between west of Pittsburgh, I spent many evenings over here on Friday and Saturday nights when I didn't have to get up early the next morning, and came over here to watch trains and catch at least the eastbound Broadway, train number 40. They came through about, he was scheduled to leave Fostoria around 2 o'clock in the morning, so he got here about quarter after 2, 2:30, something like that. So, but yeah, there's a few openings in this fence, but I used to take my old boombox over here during summer '95 and sit by the tracks, hit the record, and step back while the trains came through to get the nice, beautiful audio and stereo recorded, and got those on CD now. So it's nice and relaxing to listen to. So we'll go ahead and hit the south side of Greenfield Street, and then we'll head out to the dorms. So this is on the south side of Greenfield Street. It's Willard Hall there, which we'll get to in a moment. But over here, back in summer '95 and '96, this was houses here. I know because the house that was 2 doors down from Willard was Dr. Bareis' house. He and his family, they were out of town for the summer of '95, and so myself and 3 friends rented the house from him. Rent was $200 a month. Divided among 3 of us, $50 a month. Or divided among 4 of us, it was $50 a month. And then we paid, food and utilities and stuff like that. But it was, quick 5-minute walk over to Bareis to work at the computer center where we were working over the course of the summer. So it's a fun time. Mom and Dad weren't crazy about it, but that was because they were having a very difficult time letting me go. Because they were sheltering me my whole life and everything, trying to keep me from moving out. But anyways, so the track was here when I was here, as was, although this was a soccer field when I was here, which I guess they double it for soccer. But yeah, this stadium seating and stuff here in this building. Here, this wasn't all here when I was here. This is all, this is from back, oh, I want to say, actually this was in before I came back in 2011. So it's nice that they got these now instead of just the plain old bleachers. And this looks like a, they've got restrooms here now too, which is nice. But box den. It's nice and air conditioned. As you can tell from this morning, the sun is out and it is warming up big time. So yeah, right where we're standing used to be, I think it's right about here, was Dr. Mary's house. So it had seen better days, but you know, for $50 a month, it wasn't bad. So this is the new Willard Hall. I say new because back in 2001, original Willard Hall, which is one of the two original dorms on campus, the dorm had an electrical fire in the attic, and as a result they had to rebuild the dorm, which is really sad because my freshman year when I was here, the dorm was under renovation, and then we got to see it when they reopened it in the fall of '93, and we basically named it the Heidelberg Hilton when we were here, because it looked like a really fancy hotel inside. Brass nameplates on the doors, nice carpeting, wallpaper, older style lighting fixtures like you see in a hotel, old hotel, that kind of thing. It is really nice. It's sad it's gone, but they've done a nice job with this one of making it look like the original, or close to the original, but in terms of style and everything. But they even put in 1906 to 2001 for the dates. So yeah, I remember the night that happened. I was actually living at my mom and dad's house at the time, and or no, that might have been December 2000 or something. It was right around the 2000-2001 school year. But I was down in the basement running trains, and Mom came down and said she just heard on the news that there had been a fire at Heidelberg. So, and then next door is Miller Hall, which looks like it's under renovation. Back when I was here, this is the only dorm on campus that had an elevator. And then It was, I wanted to say my senior year. There was a fire here. Somebody went to dinner, Horniman, leaving a candle burning on his desk. And while he was at dinner, the candle fell over and ignited a container of rubbing alcohol that was on his desk as well. So anyways, the fire alarm went off, and I remember I was with Karen Phipps having dinner at the time, and a couple police cars, a couple fire trucks came flying up outside. Fire trucks or the firefighters are getting their gear on and going inside, and the oxygen tanks and everything. So fortunately it wasn't too much damage, it was more smoke damage than anything. But and that's Horniman, which was the main dining hall on campus. And right here in front of these windows is, in my opinion, the best seat, because you can see across the street and get to glimpse the trains going by as you're eating dinner. So then the coffee shop. This is new since I've been up here, I think. According to Joe, it was put in a few years ago. So this used to be just open yard here. But, and of course we're back across the Commons building. This used to be a four-way intersection here. There used to be a parking lot here that went up and then it's curved around behind Brown Hall. I used to have a traffic light here, which didn't work very well because I was coming south here from the parking lot. I had a green light, and another cyclist coming from the west, he basically made a right turn on red out in front of me. I hit the brakes and horn, and he almost went off his bike. Then he pulled over down the street. As I went past him, then he yelled at me to slow down, even though I was going under the 25-mile-an-hour speed limit. So he's the one that ran this red light anyway. So anyways, there's Adams Hall, and Bareis is right next to it. And this used to be the Health and Wellness Center here. It's now the dining services. And over here between Bareis and Adams used to be a two-story breezeway connecting the two buildings. And Cyberlink Gymnasium. This is where we had graduation. And of course after graduation, like Joe said, when I saw him earlier with the parade of classes, the street right after graduation was packed with families and everyone standing around taking pictures. And unfortunately, so many people I haven't seen since. But yeah, they had. In addition to basketball and the graduation, they had other events in there. There was a Greek sing, I remember, which is always fun to go to. And you can see where they added on to the Gillmore Hall onto Bareis, in the corner there. And this is the new Health and Wellness Center. I can't remember if this was here on any of my other trips or not. Of course, this parking lot used to have just this one parking lot here across the street. But then a while back they added in the parking lot on this side of the street there, on the outside of the curve. And that's when I guess a lot of cars got flooded when the creek flooded a while back. So we'll take a look over at the dorms now. So we're now down here on, I think this is Rebecca Street, and looking at the back side of Kreig Hall, which we passed on the way here. Basically, to access the campus, you had to go up and down these steps, which would be fun in the wintertime. Right here, between the steps and Rock Creek, used to be, I think, 2 houses. One used to be Dr. Reed's house before she passed away. But they've had this nice, like, stepped hillside with rocks here, and another stairway as well. So but it's nice. This is one of the dorms where it was, you know, away from campus, but at the same time you had to go up and down those steps, which in the wintertime I think would be a little, if I remember right, it was a little treacherous. But so over here, and of course, is Rock Creek and the T-Bridge. My freshman year when we did the Dink Fresh Dink thing, I think it was. But it's basically a kind of a freshman initiation kind of thing. But we always ended up down here, so good memories. And so like I said, this was parking lot here was not here. This campus center parking lot, they've got it all rearranged now. Several years ago, Rock Creek, I guess, flooded. This is all underwater, so there's a lot of cars that got flood damage to them. So, and my Jeep. So going now back over to the, in my opinion, a fun dorm on campus. At least I thought it was. So. And this is something too. I'm not sure if this was here when my past visits or not, but we got this little pond here now. And this was not here when I went here. It's a nice scenic addition. And having to watch my step. There are geese droppings all over the sidewalk. Like I'm on one of my walks back home in Hilliard. Seems like every time you go by the ponds and stuff down there, there's goose droppings all over. But they've redone the bridge, I think. It's been so long since I've been across this bridge, I think they redid it. And they got a new security call box here too. It's cool. This is, when I was here, this driveway used to be a stone driveway. They used to have two posts here with chains going across, so to keep people from driving. But to get to Horniman, this is the best way to get there. And trying to climb over that chain in the winter when there's ice underneath, that was fun. Fell once and quite painful. Never been over here to see this, so. Watching my step. Looks like some kind of fountain or something. There's bubbles there in the middle coming up. Interesting. So it's like a little marsh they put in here. So I'm heading back to the main driveway. And we're going back over to Rock Creek. Yeah, this is all new. This is I remember railings used to be higher. Unless I'm just getting older. But and this is all filled in now too. This used to be open here. That looks like new housing there. This used to be houses there. And expanded sidewalk or parking lot. windows in the center there that stick out. Those are the showers and restrooms in the middle of each floor. And there are 3 full rooms on either side. And then on the inside of the buildings was 8 double rooms on each side, and then a single room on the second and third floor in each end. So, West Hall here. First room is Brian Schaefer's room. I remember from junior year, sophomore year, Eric and Jason were out here in that room. And rooms below and to the left on the second floor of where that dome thing is. No, it's to the right. That was Karen Phipps's room. I think she was in there all 4 years. And resident coordinator's apartment behind the lounge, and the RA office next to the door there. And I spent my 4 years over here on the east side here. The second window here to the right, just to the right of these furnace ducts. Looks like furnace ducts anyway. That was my room my junior year. Let's see if I can look in. Yeah, it's too dark. Can't see in. But oh well. So my senior year, I actually had what was called a super single, which was, which room was it? I think it's the one right up, it's the right little box thing on the wall. I think that, yeah, that was mine. Senior year, that was. Call it a super single because of the double room, but only one person was occupying it. So rooms, I think, if I remember right, were 13 by 13. You had a bunk bed, which you could take apart, 2 desks, 2 bureaus, and then a thing of dressers, or a dresser with 6 drawers. They got hours now in the lounge. Used to be you could come down here anytime during the day or night. But I remember that big window. Freshman year, people were out here playing baseball. And they were down about where the sidewalk on cross is, and where they were pitching it from, but someone was up here in the grassy area, right about where that wooden fenced in area is, and they hit a ball, it flew back, bounced off the window, hit the ground, and then the window shattered after the ball hit the ground. So, that was a mess. Yeah, my room I had by myself my senior year. My junior year, Tim Woodard was my roommate. He got a little bit on my nerves with his one friend. Tim belonged to a group called The Way, which is a religious group, and so I got pool table. Yeah, this is all fixed up. They took the King of Spades off of the air, or yeah, big. There's like a picture of a King of Spades or one of the kings in the deck of playing cards up above the fireplace. Back when I was here. Looks like we got different furniture in here now too. And we had sofas in here, and back Wednesday nights we would do Wednesday night movie nights, since a lot of folks didn't have early classes on Thursdays. And then you know, Halloween, 4 years I was here, I put together a horror movie marathon for Halloween weekend, which is a lot of fun. But one bad thing about the lounge out here is you have this breezeway, which is nice right now, but in the middle of winter when there's snow on the ground and everything, you know, trying to get across here to get to and from the lounge. And they must have that marked exit only or no entry for COVID. So. And into the stairwell and entryway here. A lot of times going down all the way downstairs to the laundry room. It's a long walk. What really sucked was when you left your laundry in there and go back in there, down there to before it finishes to get it out. Someone else could use the washer or dryer, and there's all your wet clothes that someone's dumped out on, so they could use the washer that you paid for. But I think it's like 75 cents for the washer and 50 for the dryer. And then the parking lot. Yep, there's one of the dressers. Can't really see it, I don't think, but yeah, cameras can't really pick up inside, unfortunately. I was able to look in with hands cupped around my eyes. I got all the furniture up against the walls and beds up on end and stuff, so. But a lot of memories. And that's actually the laundry room down there. Freshman year, I think it was, one of the security guys was coming in that door, and he reached around for the light switch and instead hit the fire alarm. That was fun. And I think it was my sophomore year, someone put super gel or something in my key lock on my door. But yeah, it's a shame this is all paved over. This was all open, and this used to be hedges here, but this is all open, and every spring and every fall we would have a big barbecue out here called Beast Feast. And have a big volleyball net set up out here, and I think someone one year had a big kite out here they were flying. But so many memories out here. But yeah, the dorm room on the other side, I had my freshman and sophomore years. My first roommate practically drove me nuts because he didn't want to live on campus. He wanted to live at home, but his parents were making him live on campus. So he ended up moving out. Another friend of mine, he was needing to get away from his roommate, so he moved in with me for the remainder of the semester. And then second semester of my freshman year, he had moved out, and then I was by myself. And then somewhere in '93, a friend of mine at work, her brother, who graduated a year after me from high school, who I knew well from high school, he was going to be coming up here, and I told him, if you want a roommate, you're welcome to the room with me. So Dusty moved in with me my sophomore year, and he was a good roommate. There's a few times we butted heads, but he was a good roommate. But so many memories, though. It's just, you look at these doors and you expect, you can remember some friends of yours coming out those same doors and stuff, and it's just, you had more lighting too, I noticed here too. There only used to be one or two lights here, not all the lights they've got now. They've really improved the lighting and stuff for security. But yeah, it's nice here too. This used to be a drop-off here on this landing here. So if you weren't paying attention, you could easily trip and everything, but see him that way. Oh, I'd love to go in and see the old rooms I was in. It's like I told Beth and Bob, though. I saw them a little bit ago. It's like old linens and stuff there. I must have had that for some event or something, but it's nice out here, but in the winter time, lounge or back into the dorm rooms, hoping your key wouldn't get stuck or not turn the lock to get in when the doors were locked. So yeah, this is all new here. So, but that's the old dorm. So we're now inside College Hall. And portrait of President Cassell, who passed away recently.
Well, I think part of this was seeking from the parochial system.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I moved down, and I was getting down to the wire as far as my deferment, or my college deferment. And so it was like in June.
We got the registrar's office down here now.
February, March, it was student deferment. I supported it because a lot of kids who had money, their money, they couldn't get college, so they couldn't get jobs.
Financial aid office is down here now too. Commercial office commission still the same place.
So what I did is I went down to our local school and I was Sister Mary Joseph, and I did my little application. That's going to look pretty good. They don't, they don't. And so anyway, I got Sister Mary Joseph basis. What's going on?
And up here is all the frat halls and other offices. Frat halls, I think, are up on the third floor. Here's this Beeghly Chapel. Okay, that's Beeghly Chapel. A lot of events going in there. First time since spring of '95. I'm climbing up these steps. I don't know if they're even open. It's supposed to be an open house.
I can tell you this. I'm a wine for 14 years at this point. I actually.
So as you saw, they did open up the Pfleiderer frat hall for visitors. I did go in First time I've been in that room since, I think it was spring of '95 when I rushed. It's me and a few other guys that rushed that year. We raided the hall one night to basically get all the stuff we could for rushing off of Vital. I still remember Jess Nelson. He was the one in his car. I think we had 2 cars, and Jess was in his, and he was ahead of the car that I was in with everyone else. And shortly after he pulled out onto the street, he got pulled over by a cop because he pulled out without any headlights on at night, and this is at night. So he gets pulled over, and we're stopped behind him and the cop. And the cops, of course, got the flashlight out, looking in the back seat at all the stuff that we just took from the frat hall. And anyways, the cop realized what was going on, gave him a warning for not driving with no headlights, and we took off. But it was funny. Some funny memories about rushing, but I had to, after looking around the frat hall for a while, I had to get out of there because it started getting emotional. Because even though I rushed and I knew everybody in the frat at the time, I didn't get accepted in, so I wasn't able to pledge. Everyone else I rushed with did, but it was rather disappointing, to say the least. But basically, from what someone told me, a couple guys told me, was that there wasn't a lot of people. There were a few people that voted for me, a few people voted against me. But what hurt me was all the people that abstained from voting and whether or not I should get in. So as a result, the majority of those that didn't vote and voted against me won. So anyways, quite disappointed. But what was really sad was one of the guys in the fraternity. He friended me several years ago on Facebook, and I was posting about the train show over at Fostoria, and he made the comment that he never knew I was into trains. And it's like, you know, you went to go to college with me for a few years. Anybody that really knows me or takes the time to know me knows I'm into trains. So it's like, you know, I'm wondering how he voted when I rushed, because he was one of the ones that would have voted for me or against me or abstained. So I won't mention his name because, you know, we're in good terms now on Facebook and everything, but yeah, it's just, being in that room, it was just a mix of emotions. Good emotions, bad emotions. Of course, you have that when you come back someplace like this after 25 years. You know, you got good memories, you got bad memories, but so anyways, got a little over an hour before reception starts for the dinner, so I'm not sure if I want to just hang out here and maybe watch trains or something. I don't know. CSX has been running trains through here quite a bit, so see what happens, I guess. So. So we're now in France Hall, which is open today. And this place has actually been renovated. So it's a little different from when I was in here last time, about 25 years ago. So, but I could feel when I came in here, so it's still thicker in this building. So Helen is apparently still active. These are the sorority halls here. Slope down now. It's actually in these rooms here. These used to be dorm rooms. And there's supposed to be an activity that happened in these rooms. But this is a lamp. A friend of mine said he saw the lamp way off the end table when he was in here. RA desk. Looks like they got an elevator in here too. There's Jane. So why I chose King Hall over the dorms over here on this side of campus is because I just thought that King Hall was a better dorm, and even though you can't see the train tracks from there, but they've got it so secure now. Yeah, this has all been redone. Her train's still going through. Yep, DPU in the middle. Nice. And I think this is the attic up here. Yep. Oh, this. Well, this is all different. This wasn't even open like that. It's like they added rooms up in the attic. Interesting. step. So that's France Hall. So. Well, it is 11 p.m. and it has been an awesome day revisiting my past up here at Heidelberg. So had a delicious dinner and had a good time reconnecting with friends from college. Two of my classmates that I graduated with came up or registered today, and since there's only 3 of us, they combined us with class of 95, which is also having their reunion today. And there's a bit more of them. Several of them I knew, and some of them I kind of knew but didn't really know them when we were in school together, but one of the guys that was on the committee for coordinating the class get together and everything. So, Bill, I think it was Landis was his name. But anyways, do a drive through campus. Awesome day. So many memories and good talk, dinner and everything. Wow. Take it easy going through campus because there are a lot of people still out walking around, going back to the parking space, parking lots and whatnot. So but it was quite an awesome day. So hopefully I hear from folks I reconnected with today after today, so campus was always peaceful. I remember the campus always being peaceful at night. I want to go straight across. Used to be when I was here, this is a traffic light. You had to turn right and then do a nearly 180-degree turn left. And now it's a stop sign. You basically wait for traffic because apparently wasn't enough traffic to warrant the traffic lights. So. But anyways, I think I'm gonna cut over to Fostoria and just take 23 back down to Columbus. So, anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this visit to my past as much as I did, and catch you all on the next trip and video. Later.